school record playing in his 132nd career game for the Cowboys.
James can easily give you a 25. Alan Herndon, when he makes shots, can give you 20 points a game. This is an offense-heavy lineup going against San Jose State for Allen Edwards.
All right, we're ready for game 3 of our triple header. And I didn't see Doug even get a coffee. I mean, you just got this kind of energy. The hoops just keeps you going.
Love it. And all these Wyoming fans, you know, they're spread out around this arena, but with the women about to play next, maybe they play, I think they play the late game tonight.
Wyoming fans travel. There's no doubt about that. Wellage at the elbow, gets it inside. Barry, good defense. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Jaycee Hillsman running the point right here. He'll pull up from the elbow and can't get it to go. Little Cody Kelly, just 5'11", and that seems generous. Gets the rebound. And this gentleman with the ball, Justin James. If you like Josh Adams a few years ago, this guy's got some similar skills.
And not quite as vertical as Josh Adams is, but got a great first step.
Cody Kelly, that's a nice way to start the game. The easy two, he's from Gillette, Wyoming. Local kid, decided to stay in Wyoming and play for the Cowboys. That was fun last night. They had the band and the cheerleaders. They were marching through the Hard Rock Cafe as they do the night before every game. Wellage 3, yes. Ryan Wellage, first all-time in career threes for San Jose State, now 155.
Ryan Wellage is kind of a late bloomer athlete, still needs to put on some thickness, but you can see if you give him an inch, he'll take a mile as a shooter.
Justin James, the blow-by, basket, and the foul.
And that's what you were talking about, the Josh Adams. He just has another gear. First, let's take a look at Cody Kelly, who's not really a scorer. Gets a little handoff, and everybody kind of stays to their man. You're supposed to bluff and then get back, make him finish over length. And this is just a hesitation. And Keith Fisher playing that massive knee brace, the redshirt freshman from Westchester High School in Southern California, tore his ACL in his senior season. So he's not the same athlete he was. Have an undersized post, an all-city player, all-Southern section player, Westchester.
He'll give great effort. May not be able to get off the ground like he once did, but he'll play hard. His team's really played better during the second half of the season despite their record. And that basket goes down for Jaycee Hillsman, who averages just over 9 points per game. Lean on Hillsman for some leadership. Junior from Champaign, Illinois. Hayden Dalton, that's an easy two. I love getting scores, easy baskets early. Like not knocking down a jumper, getting a layup, get that first basket, get your confidence going. Hillsman looks at Wellage. Wellage, step back. Soft touch, yes. Good start for him. Oh, we got a viewer in the Netherlands. Kristen,
there you go.
Chalk up another country. The Netherlands is on board.
We've been keeping track all throughout these 3 games. I think we're up to 10 or 11 countries by now.
James hits the 3. He doesn't shoot it great from out there, 30%. In their overtime win against San Jose State, he went for 30, and here he is. Watch out.
Oh!
All right, well, he's wanted to make sure everybody knew he was in the building. He's got 8 points. We haven't played 3 minutes. Just a junior. And this ball off San Jose State. You can't throw it up like that with James in the neighborhood.
Great speed from Justin James. And in the Casper Star Tribune, there's a great article. His girlfriend runs track. She's a junior at Wyoming. Joey Davis, who's from Casper, Wyoming. Well, that's some speed between the relationship. They said they compete with everything.
Yeah, that's fun.
I'm not sure she's faster than Justin James. He's got some speed, though.
I don't know. She might have. I don't think she's got the verticality either. He can rise. Here's Herndon. To Dalton, reverse. Too much on it.
That's where Dalton, still didn't play a lot in high school. Still, played in junior college, has to develop a finishing package around the hoop. Go up in there and get fouled. Get to the free throw line, get 2 free ones.
Nice extra pass. Isaiah Nichols can't get off the shot. Hillsman's triple, yes. Jaycee Hillsman with a good, strong start to the game. He's got 5. And these two teams, when they played against, are going to score a lot of points. San Jose State over 80 points averaged in the 2 losses against Wyoming. James, he's been feeling it. It continues. He's got 11. This is why we thought this team could go on a run, because they got guys who can just light it up. Wellage, no. James the rebound.
Heat check coming.
Got to check and see where you are. Herndon instead wants the 3, no good. He is capable of making that shot. 33% on the season from beyond the arc. They got Cody Kelly staying all over Wellage wherever he goes. Now they switch it to James. Wellage got the defender pass. Another soft touch.
Well, we're paying attention to James. Ryan Wellage putting together quite the first day. That's his 7th point. Got a 3. A couple mid-rangers.
Herndon off the glass. Hillsman to drive, and he's fouled by Herndon. And we'll have a stoppage on the floor, and players will get a chance to catch their breath. We will not, as we turn it over to Kristen. Kristen, what's the latest and greatest? Hold on. We got Saul watching from Pakistan.
I'm not buying that one.
You don't.
Picture or it didn't happen. Video or it didn't happen.
Yeah, so to Doug's point.
There's no way. I'm not buying it. Show me. Don't tell me. Show me.
Well, Saul can prove it to us by going hashtag MWMadness on Instagram. That is where we are putting our photos. So Saul, send us the picture on Instagram. Now what
are you going to do if Saul comes up with a picture of him in Pakistan?
Then I guess Doug will believe it. But let's talk about Barrel Man right here. Cowboy Ken is what the back of his barrel says.
I like that he has the Ace Vantage knee brace. I love that.
Look, he's got to be prepared.
You got the boots, the long socks, the barrel.
We're gonna have to see more. We're gonna check back in on him.
Under the barrel? Does he have like shorts on the barrel?
I didn't go that far in my research.
Is he wearing the barrel? Is the barrel wearing him?
And question is, does he do that same outfit during the football season in late November?
Oh yeah. He's committed.
That's a tradition.
So I want to talk about this too really quickly. We have been doing, the 3 of us have been taking pictures. This is our 3rd game of 3.
Yes.
This is game 1. We want to see the progression.
Hey, look at little Jacob Ullman's. Look at Jacob giving us some love.
We're using that hashtag MWMadness. Now here's game 2 where we had to run and eat. I just want to point this out. I thought we were all taking a picture eating our sushi burritos. I'm the only one eating. You guys are posed with the sushi burrito in your hand.
Yeah, it's because I had already eaten 1.5.
He was in a hurry.
I didn't know that we weren't all doing it. All right.
Roll right number 3.
Game 3. All right, we're still holding up. We're holding up.
By the wrinkles under my eyes, bags.
We all got it. My eyes starting to droop a little bit.
I had a full head of hair before I started. Look at it. It's unbelievable.
So we want to see your pictures, not just ours. Use that hashtag MWMadness.
That's actually a picture of me right there.
Might be us afterwards. Who knows?
Apparently they've run out of white
barrel
paper,
guy is going to have to hit the salad bar, otherwise he's going to need a bigger barrel.
We give some shout outs here. We got James watching from Fort Mill. Jonathan Hall watching in North Carolina. Chris Reed says, let's go Pokes. And Brian is rooting for the upset, San Jose State.
Hillsman gets the first free throw. Hillsman's got 6 points in the game. Two for 2. And Spartans are hanging around down 3. James leads all scorers. He's got 11 points on the basketball. Akagorski. Oh, good play, or good pump fake there by Hayden Dalton, and Hillsman commits the foul. The other thing I like about Dalton's game is he seems like he has a high basketball IQ, makes good decisions at the right time.
Sometimes. I mean, remember, didn't play a lot of basketball in high school,
Yeah.
so I think sometimes there's some moments to which he could steal some points or simply move the ball. But yes, I generally think you're correct.
We have an important update from Kirk in the Facebook comments. He says, Barrel Man is in that barrel in the coldest of football games.
Yeah, I knew that. Maybe
and I've
it's
done
because he can't
football
get
games
out.
up there. I'm usually so cold even in the broadcast booth that I'm...
Or is it possible he can't get out of the barrel? That's why he's
in it all day, every day. Wellage, I like he's going right at Dalton. Akagorski the rebound.
Their games are like doppelgangers for each other.
Redding finds James, and he's still hot. 14 points.
And that's what you're talking about with Hayden Dalton. That's where you're right. Where they're unselfish to a fault. That's an extra pass to a guy who's running a fever.
And he finds him again for another assist. Somebody check his career high because we could be well on our way. I know he's had 30 against San Jose State. And 33 is his career high, and he's got 16 already.
Well, this is a great team play. I'll show you why. Hayden Dalton gets the steal, right? And it's Herndon him with the deflection, but watch Redding as he just kind of steps in the way, not called a foul. James ends up getting the layup, but his other teammates set everything up for him.
So James not only has 16 points, guys, he hasn't missed a shot. 6 for 6 from the field, 3 for 3 from beyond the arc, 1 for 1 from the free throw line.
Jordan Matthews summed it up well in the comments. It's just fire emojis.
Yes, if he was playing NBA Jam, it would be, he's on fire.
Oh, Redding, well, that's way off. Eight-point game. And Simmons pushes off. Caleb Simmons, freshman from California, Desert Vista High School. Only recruit signed by Coach Prelo, because Prelo got the job in early August. But he's looking forward to a full offseason to get this program in the direction he wants it to head.
No question. He's been kind of all over. Most recently, Colorado.
Associate head coach.
How about Colorado getting the big win over Arizona State earlier today? Then kind of a scuffle ensues when Colorado got a dunk with 7 seconds to go. That's a no-no. It's the unwritten rules of basketball. You don't need to dunk the basketball with 7 seconds to go when the game's over.
Well, it wasn't quite that late, but it was almost affected UNLV, a late dunk that was missed by McCoy.
Nice comment here from Greg. He says he's watching from his work truck, taking a break from getting everybody power back in New Jersey. Nice to watch some games when working 16-hour days, 7 days a week. Greg, thanks for all you're doing. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, get that power back. You can't have Wi-Fi without power.
Let the man take a break and enjoy the game.
Come on, man. Seriously, we got people without power.
Greg, don't listen
Greg,
to him.
don't listen to him. Take as much of a break as you need.
Yeah, he's working 7 days a week.
Well, I know you watch on your cell phone, but we need to plug in cell phones. It was Winter Storm, it was like Quinn or something like that, wasn't it?
Did they give it a, they gave
They
it
give
a
it a
name?
name.
They named Winter Storm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, name
Sorry, I
everything.
moved to California to not have
To not have to worry about it, yeah.
Storm.
So I want to go ahead and get this started early because we found out and we know doing these Mountain West games that people love to ask you questions.
Okay.
So we are doing Ask Doug. If you have a question for Doug, leave it in there with that hashtag Ask Doug. We'll keep it going all game long. We had some really good ones over the past couple games. I'll go ahead and start it out.
Okay.
Justin James already on fire.
On fire.
But
Yes.
what stood out to me were his road numbers this year. He's averaging something like 23 points per game on the road. And not that this is, I mean, he's got plenty of home fans here. But just, it seems to me that takes a different mindset to be great on the road. And I feel like you're someone who would understand. A lot of guys aren't, right?
No, I mean, a lot of times you like playing on the road. I used to you like to be booed, you know? It just gets you going. like people yelling at you. It's great, as you guys know, we've covered this league for long enough. Great venues in this league.
Yep.
From D. Glen Spectrum Event Center, Utah State, to the Pit, to Moby Arena we talked about,
the
down
show
to
in
Montezuma Mesa. And those things get you going. That's why you play college basketball.
We did the game. Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, kid comes up from Florida, from Portland, St. Lucie, like you're not used to great atmospheres. You get good atmospheres, it gets you going.
We did, the three of us did the game in New Mexico, and Hayden Dalton said he asked his parents to come to that game because he was talking about those great venues and how it gets you going, so I get it.
I get that, and I also think that there's something to when it's just about you and the team. You're not at home. You're not worried about your friends and family and who you're going to go to dinner with after the game. It's mainly about the people who make the trip.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Yeah. I will say this. Some people are like, well, the thing about home is you sleep in your own bed. But a lot of college coaches, you sleep in a hotel the night before your game, which I've never really understood. We have to do that.
I think it's cool that you know where you are. You're not getting into any mischief.
What is it? The Aztecs.
This is, Chris says, Eric says, Doug, the Aztecs have to win out to make the tournament.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Could be an Aztecs fan. Just wants
that's
to
an
get your
easy
opinion
question.
on it. Yeah.
But they also have the talent to win out, and they're starting to play well.
Yes.
Reading finds James. Again, James has not missed a shot. He's got 16 points.
Rex wants to know, Doug, is the Mountain West doomed to be a one-bid league for the foreseeable future?
No, look, I think there's got a good chance for Boise to get in this year. Chance for Boise to get in.
And if Gonzaga joins the conference, you can add another bid next year.
I don't even think it's that much. It's, this has been a year in which San Diego State's been a little bit disappointing. And, New Mexico has been rebuilding, but you look at the job they did and turn that thing over at the end of the year. And I think UNLV is probably a year away as well.
Hillsman hits a deep triple, make it a 5-point game. A 3 from Okagorski, no good. Barry the rebound. I love Barry's story. He came to the U.S. for high school, didn't speak English. Now he speaks 4 languages, including English. Oh, nice pass he makes right there. And Wellage gets the bucket. But credit a pretty pass there from Umar Barry. And we've got an offensive foul and the first missed shot. Actually, the foul was before the shot, so I'm not sure it's going to affect the shot total. I like it. They come over to the camera on us, and you guys are just hard at work checking Facebook.
Yeah, everyone
checking
probably thinks that we're looking at our phones.
Oh,
if they're not
you're
familiar with
working.
the broadcast.
No, I'm working.
Yeah, we're working here. And another one for you,
He's
Doug.
working.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead. My son's starting in center field, by the way. Well, he's left-handed. He's more of a first baseman pitcher, but that's okay.
You don't see a lot of lefties in center field. What is he, like Steve Finley?
We could be. What do you got?
Caleb wants to know, if Nevada doesn't win the Mountain West tourney, how high do they deserve to be seeded in the NCAA tournament?
There's so many variables.
Yeah.
Who do they lose to? Who else wins?
When do they lose?
Yeah, but more, not even when, but who do they lose to, right? Do you lose in the championship game?
Dalton almost lost the handle. All right, so here's a question for Mr. Peterson. My father, Virgil, wants to know if the Pokes win, when is the next game? And if they win 8:30 Pacific time tomorrow, they would take on the New Mexico Lobos. Good question. Make sure Dad knows what's up.
Let Virgil know.
James, and he can't get it to go, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Did we determine what James's career high is?
33.
We're on the
16
watch.
already?
And his previous first half career high has just been matched, 17. Josh Adams been gone for 2 years, right? So they overlapped a year. I would have liked to have seen those two go one-on-one.
They had another small guard who was really athletic at the time as well. For a second. And of course, remember they had Larry Nance as well.
Oh,
they
yeah.
had some. And what's crazy about it was Larry Scheit was their head coach. They played super slow.
Yeah.
And you go back 4 years ago, made the NCAA tournament.
By winning this tournament.
Oh, Riley Graybow. Riley Graybow was another Colorado kid that was pretty athletic.
Herndon, basket and the foul.
Well, we mentioned Colorado kids. Herndon's from Denver area, and what a tremendous player he's become. He can face up and hit you from 3, and there just puts the ball on the deck and creates.
He's been just
Omar
solid.
Berry.
Yeah, I mean, he shoots 49% from the field, 33% from the three-point line. He's made 42 threes, honorable mention all Mountain West this year, and he's #1 in the Mountain West in blocks with 69. That's 24th best in America.
Yes, you're right, Steve. It was Graybow, not Graybow. But yeah, look, that's why the Wyoming thing is weird this year, because I just feel like they're a little bit more talented than the record.
Yeah, at times they've looked like they can.
They went through that,
hey, look,
they went through that stretch where they lost 4 of 6.
But they have wins over San Diego State, Boise State, Nevada in 2 overtimes, and at Fresno State. So they've beaten all the heavy hitters.
Right. Swept by New Mexico.
And that's who they're vying to play in the next round.
That's not a foul. That's a box out. How are you supposed to play if you're not allowed to box out your... I don't understand that one.
And Warren Greenwood wants you to know that Herndon is from Colorado Springs.
That's right. He's from the Springs.
Yep. Widefield High School.
How is that a foul on Bauman? I don't get that one. If anything, that could have been displacement on Herndon. John Prelo's like, you gotta be kidding me.
Ashton Chastain's brother is watching from California. That would be Alexander Chastain. Hello, Alexander.
(27-19). Herndon with 5 points. There you see his very solid numbers this season. They're going to lose some. I mean, they got some guys coming back, but Herndon's a senior. Dalton's a senior. Okagorski's a senior. Hillsman. Nice move.
Hillsman's had a very good first half.
12 points.
Tom says we're fun to listen to. Well, thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, that's nice. Hayden Dalton from 15. Wait, he went old school. Was that Dr. J off the glass?
Yeah, it was a little. I think it was a little reverse pivot.
Was that a little
Jack
Tim
Sikma.
Duncan? Jack Sikma.
Jack
Yeah.
Sikma. Reverse pivot to Jack Sikma.
Hillsman. Why not? He's feeling it. Hey,
I mean, Hillsman really struggled early in the year shooting. He's been shooting better of late as Kelly turns the basketball over.
oh yeah, he lost his starting job for a long time. So we've got a 4-point game with 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. We'll be right back after these words from the Mountain West Conference and these respective schools.
Why do the most adventurous minds thrive in the most adventurous environments? Why do physical feats often inspire intellectual ones? Where the depth of our thinking parallels the depth of our powder. Why are we drawn to a place as wild as our imagination? Where single tracks are as important as degree tracks. Because Wyoming is as open as your future. the University of Wyoming.
We are back.
Does she have a stuffed animal?
That's right. It's good luck.
That's cute.
It is a cute
Little
stuffed
jacket
animal.
on and everything.
Is that a bear? Is that a seal? What do we think that is?
Someone will tell us in the comments.
It's got like a coat on too.
It's got a nice jacket on. It does.
Yes, I think that's a
It's
scarf.
scarf. Oh, it's a scarf.
It's a scarf.
You gotta have a scarf.
It. Polar bear is what I mean.
A little bit of a chill in here.
So one of the big things that's been all the talk on Facebook throughout these games is the potential of Gonzaga joining the Mountain West. And Ari, I know you have some pretty direct knowledge about. You talked to some people about it,
I've
right?
talked to some people, and people think it's gonna happen in pretty quickly.
And I would love to know what all the Mountain West fans who are watching right now think of that. Do you want Gonzaga in? Let us know.
I mean, how could any fan of the conference not want them?
Well, we talked to some people that weren't happy in the Facebook comments.
Well, I mean, who doesn't want a great program coming in?
I'm just saying that they're saying it in the Facebook comments that they don't.
I just think it improves the profile of the
Anybody who
conference.
matters.
I think they would think
Everybody
they
does
matter.
not matter.
I think
The
it's
guy
hard
who
to
said
make.
he was watching in Pakistan doesn't matter because that's a lie. People lie on Facebook.
Maybe he's the guy who doesn't want Gonzaga in.
Why would you not want
Look,
Gonzaga?
Steph's right there says no Gonzaga. Brett says no Gonzaga.
Why?
I'm not making this up,
Why?
guys.
Patrick,
Why?
Brett, why?
Patrick can't
Give
win.
me-
What's the
give me an
downside?
articulate
because
reason
they're not
why.
a football? Because they don't have football? Like,
So
who
what?
cares?
Who cares? They've got 11 schools for basketball. You get one more, you have 12. Everything's easier.
Right. It becomes if you bring in a legit college basketball powerhouse.
A top 10 program.
Let's slow down.
I mean, they're top 10 a lot of years. They went to the championship.
Not a top 10. That's different than a top 10 program.
Okay, what would you describe them as? A top what program?
One of the 25 best programs.
So you're a top 25 guy.
I mean, like, look, they went to the Final Four, but you know they've been perennial, I would guess, underachievers based upon ranking at times.
Made it to a lot of Elite
I think
Eights.
it's an incredible program. It's not a better program than UCLA and Arizona in the West Coast. It's just not. It's not North Carolina or Duke or Syracuse or Louisville or Kansas or Kentucky. I mean, I go on. It's not that bad. And I think it's great.
Wellage connects, and it's a 1-point game.
But I also think it brings a ton of legitimacy to the Mountain West because I think people outside the West Coast would say, hey, the WCC is not just as good as the Mountain West. It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
What this league needs is, you know, look, taking San Jose State was a bit of a reach. Get into that market and hoping their football and basketball would get better, and it's just been a slog for them. It's hard in Cal State system to get it going.
Right, and then this is something that nobody knows anything official about, but it begs the question, if Gonzaga leaves the WCC, what happens to BYU? And then BYU could be, that's quite a catch for both basketball and football.
Well, I mean, like, look, I think if I'm the Mountain West, I consider not only BYU, but if you want to add another team, that gives you a 12. You think about bringing Hawaii back in. Hawaii, obviously, travel-wise, is a mess.
Tough.
But you get that. You get the old WAC friends together.
Yeah, there we go. We got that right now. Hillsman and Wellage, 26 combined points. The rest of the team, zip.
Or do you go back after you go after SMU now that SMU's basketball and football seems a little bit more stable?
Yep.
Get back into the Dallas market. I'm sure all the football programs would like getting back into Texas.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed the trips to TCU. It's fun. Louis Adams off the bench just comes in to score, and that's what he does right there.
And then, of course, the question would be, and Louis Adams, he gets the ball, he's going downhill.
Oh, yeah.
Downhill to his right hand. He's got one thought in mind. And the question is, what happens to WCC? Do they then finally add Seattle U that wanted to get in that league for so long?
Hillsman, no loose ball. Adams has got it. This thing's going up.
Going hard to his right hand.
On the season, Adams has just 38 assists and 56 turnovers. When he gets it, he's going to the rim.
In transition. He kind of pats it with his left hand, but he'd come back to that right hand. A tremendous downhill player. Understands his role. Not only has accepted it, but is the senior from Chicago, went to Odessa College. He's getting it. He's going hard every time he gets the basketball. What do you got, Malby?
Well, I've got a great.
Never say no to BYU. Why? Because BYU.
Everybody hates BYU.
Yeah,
It's in the
they're not
Mountain West.
happy.
They were hated.
Here's what BYU brings in. They bring in their own TV network. They bring in they're big in Vegas. You know, the second biggest Mormon population
big.
is in Salt Lake City is here in Vegas.
Look at that.
Shout out to Ambriz the broker. Got FB up on the big screen watching the game with my pops. Let's go Rams.
Attaboy, watching with your pops. Nothing like it. I wish I could do that. My dad's watching from upstairs.
Yeah, me and you both. I don't know if my
Nothing like
pops
it
would have been
watching.
ready for 3 games. Might have tuned in for this
He
one.
might have said, Ari.
My dad
do
loves
one.
ball. He'd be here.
My dad's from Brooklyn. He liked a different kind of basketball.
I don't understand. My dad's from the Bronx. What's the different kind of basketball?
I don't know, he's like hard-nosed. He wanted to see like Manhattan play Fordham. He'd think that he wouldn't believe these guys were great teams. He'd be like, what's going on the West Coast?
I can tell you Manhattan, Fordham are not good teams.
He was a New York.
Patrick says, too bad the Mountain West couldn't have had a Wichita State. I think, I don't know if Wichita, if they could do that again, they would join the Mountain West. But I think if you look at Creighton leaving the Missouri Valley, Wichita leaving the Missouri Valley, the thing that it sacrifices with those two schools is their Olympic sports. It's not the same with Gonzaga because they're still in these same markets anyway.
It's a nice pass. Can't finish. Dalton, the offensive rebound. James, get another one up. Long rebound. Spartans come away with it. Jalen James with it. Wellage will launch and connects.
Wellage is so good.
He's gotten better every year. And there goes Adams. He may look to pass here.
Fade.
Tough shot, no. Loose ball, fight for it. Jalen James comes away with it. Oh, Dalton. Great. Oh, behind the back. Hayden Dalton. And the finish.
Wow.
Well done. Hayden Dalton. He's fun. Second team All Mountain West. 18 points per game, 8 rebounds. Made 82 threes in the regular season. Too strong, hurting the rebound. Cowboys, they want to run, run, run. Dalton's 3. Nope. Hillsman the rebound. Three minutes to go in the opening half. Been entertaining basketball. Wellage, not this time. James up high for the rebound.
Hayden Dalton's a little bit tired. He's just taken 2 terrible shots in a row. And the head coach looked at him like, are you out of your mind? Alan Edwards is like,
Hillsman, stop and pop. Boy, Jaycee Hillsman's going to keep him in it. He's got 16. Wellage has got 14. All 30 of the Spartans' points. James off a curl, floater, yes. So he's got 20 in the first half.
He's got 20 of 36.
And San Jose State has 2 players that have scored.
By 30.
Bizarre. That's why they play him. Why not Hillsman? One time he doesn't get it to go. James the rebound. James has got 3 rebounds. Again,
this has been the best. This has been the best played of the 3 games.
Yeah.
The other 2 were close. You guys kept saying they're great games. I didn't want to correct you at the time.
Are bad. This though, you're agreeing.
Well, maybe offensively.
Fun games.
Melanie says, we don't need BYU's TV. We have our own, Gottlieb. I'm saying that it gives you more platforms to sell the brand of the Mountain West Conference.
See, I read that as we have our own Gottlieb. Like, she wants you on the games. But I think you're right.
He could still be on the games and have BYU in it.
It's all about the intonation.
Look, I just think BYU, you know, I don't get why people are down on BYU.
My 9th year in the conference, let me tell you, BYU sparked a lot of negative reaction from opposing fans. But I think having one school in your conference be the villain is a good thing. It inspires people, gets them angry. Stadium is your new national sports network, the only 24/7 network available on both television and digital devices without a cable subscription. Live and classic games, daily live studio, original programming. Check your local listings or go to watchstadium.com and click where to watch. Stadium. Welcome to the game. All right, Kristen, what's going on?
Just want to give some shout outs here. We got Robbie DeVille. He says, big shot, Rob, watching from San Jose. Let's go. I'm their volunteer manager, Mr. Half-Court Shot, hashtag MW Madness. And then Vicky Vanderkoop, she says, Vicky Vanderkoop James, says, Justin James family watching from Port St. Lucie, from Okeechobee, from Palm Bay, from West Palm Beach, from Coral Springs, from Fort Lauderdale. Go Pokes. You got to think she's pretty happy right now.
Yes.
And then I really like this Ask Doug question. Again, keep your questions for Doug coming all game long. Cole wants to know, what are your thoughts on Wyoming's freshman class?
Well, I mean, they're playing their veterans, so I mean, Cole,
he's looking toward the future.
I understand. Look,
could Cowboy Ken get in there on that in the freshman class? You think he's got some eligibility left?
Cowboy Ken looks seriously uncomfortable.
Look, he can't sit down. He can't sit down in that.
Yeah, I guess sitting is not.
Yeah, how do you sit?
I mean, if he says he's going to the can, isn't he already in the can?
Oh.
I don't know. Both.
So a lot of the logistics we're not sure of.
And, you know, frankly, I'm not that interested. He'll figure it out.
Anyway, in regards to their freshmen, look, I think they think they've done a great job recruiting, but a lot of this you don't know. The thing about Wyoming, they've done a very good job of, you go back to when Larry Shyatt was the coach to when Allen has taken over, is a good player development program.
Yes.
You look at Alan Herndon's improvement, Hayden Dalton's improvement, Justin James's improvement. They have a really, really good job, and you watch them in home games and road games in the offseason, the regular season. They do a great job of breaking down, almost have like pro workouts even before the game for their players. This is a program that understands, in Laramie, Wyoming, you got to recruit kids with potential, but you're going to have to develop that potential if you want to win long term. And they've been able to do that.
Yeah, Paul says this is the best time of year in college basketball all day long, and isn't that the truth, especially here in Las Vegas?
Great set there out of a timeout to get the ball to Hayden Dalton with a mismatch.
Nichols the rebound. There is a 2.5-second difference. Game clock to shot clock. Nichols probing, leaves it short, loose ball. James with it, shot clock's off. Finds Kelly, can't get the 3 off. Get it to James. Instead it's Dalton. Herndon cleans it up. Alan Herndon, such a solid player.
Unselfish possession.
Everybody wanted to give it to somebody else.
Maybe even Justin James, maybe a little too, like, dude, you got 18. And if this Wyoming score holds, remember the last time these two teams met up in Laramie is what, 119, 114?
Yes.
That'll
Defense was optional.
Might even be frowned upon.
James finds Kelly, open 3, yes.
You know, he made the first layup of the game, and he makes the first 3 of the second half. So,
hey, he gives them 5 points. They're good with it.
Cody Kelly can make shots. makes you at least have to guard him, something you didn't have to do at times this year.
So the lead is 13, the biggest lead of the game so far for the Cowboys. That runner, no. Momeka the rebound. Justin James. Been sublime in this game, just so smooth. Hayden Dalton, jumper off the glass. And that was Dr. J, I felt like, right there. That was nice. Now, Liz Lang, Hayden's great aunt, is watching him with happy and proud tears.
Oh, and I bet Teal Kirkhardt like that too. She has a daughter named Hayden and a son named Dalton.
Okay, this is not Dr. J. This is a Sigma-esque move. You catch the ball just off the post and you reverse pivot into a shot off the backboard. Watch, catch, reverse pivot, bank shot.
Because Dr. J was my first hero, I try to get him in when I can. I just love Dr. J.
I totally get it. I get it. Like you want to drop a Dr. J reference.
I do. That's it. I mean, he did use high off the glass from the wing. No basket.
I didn't even know how that was a foul, and neither does Herndon. Hillsman's guarding him. Watch, Hillsman, I guess kind of with his lower body, rode him out a little bit. If that's a foul, that should be a continuation. Otherwise, it shouldn't be a foul.
Herndon's three, count it. Nice when you got a guy at 6'9" who plays the 5-4. You can knock down triples. His 43rd made three of the season. It's an 18-point lead all of a sudden.
San Jose goes under all of these screens.
Outlet, and it's James waiting for the basketball and gets the two, and he now has 22 points, and the lead is 20. 10-0 run to start the second half.
I do believe that John Prelo predicted that there'd be separation at some point when somebody plays defense. Wasn't that what we told you, Kristen Balboni?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Wyoming's played a little defense. There's the separation.
Well, while we got some time, should we talk a little Mountain West? A little Mountain West awards?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get into it.
Well, so I want to get everyone's watching. I would love to know what Wyoming fans think about this. The awards were given out. The coaches voted. That is the awards that they go for. Here they are right here. Player of the Year, Caleb Martin. Coach of the Year, Eric Musselman. Freshman of the Year, Brandon McCoy. You can see the rest right here. I want to know what everyone on Facebook thinks.
Well, I just want to have a qualifier for the Wyoming fans. I mean, Justin James was first team and Hayden Dalton was second team. So Wyoming did have nice representation.
Absolutely, absolutely. But those were the official awards given out. So I want to know what everyone thinks. I want to know, Ari, what do you think? Do you think they got it right?
Not all of them. No, I mean, I think the freshman of the year, McCoy, that one's a landslide. I don't think anybody's even close on that. But I really believe that Chandler Hutchison was the premier player in the Mountain West this year.
I've already spoken my piece on that one. I tend to agree.
Agrees.
Although, look, Caleb Martin's a really good player.
Really good.
And I can't say that I have a ton of issues with it. If I was voting and somebody asked me to rank them, I would have had Hutchison one.
A lot of people are agreeing with you. Tom agrees. I saw a couple of other comments.
The Coach of the Year one, I think you could split it. I think you could go Musselman and Paul Weir, and the media did. I think that's the way to do it, is to split the Coach of the Year.
But are we, and I know it's his first year there, but are we giving Paul Weir the Tim Tebow Award, which is they were bad early in the middle of the, and in kind of in the middle of the year, and then they figured it out late. Like, are we rewarding them for putting out the fire that they started? Right.
Well, it's what he inherited. It's, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of new pieces on that team that he put in place as well.
Look, I mean, Musselman had the best team. He led them to the title.
Like San Diego State won their last 5 games. Does that count? Yes, Musselman led them to a title. They also lost their point guard to a torn Achilles tendon, Lindsey Drew. So it wasn't.
I love Muss. I mean, he won it. I just think Weir's right there. I think Weir did more with less.
I would probably agree with that.
People are both agreeing and disagreeing with both of you in the comments.
Well, then we've hit the perfect level right there.
Cody Kelly, the drive, the kick. Dalton couldn't get the shot off. All right, now they got to think shot clock here. Kelly in traffic. No, but he'll go to the free throw. I have a tendency to root for the little guys for obvious reasons, and Cody Kelly's easy to root for.
How can Cody Kelly be hard? I mean, here's a kid, grows up in Wyoming, dreams of playing for the Pokes. They don't want him, goes to junior college, comes back. All right, we'll let you come back and walk on. Now he's a starting point guard.
Yep.
What do you think his actual height is?
5'9".
Probably 5'9". I mean, but he's a thickin' too.
Oh,
Never
no.
heard the expression thicken.
Thickin'.
He's a thickin'.
Wait, you say biggin', thickin'? Now, isn't that
Arkagorski's grandma,
That is-
dad and grandma.
Dad and Grandma? They're over from Sweden.
From Sweden.
And
Can they just click on and say they were watching on Facebook, Dad in the country?
No,
Liz?
now his sister and his mom were here as well for
Yes.
senior day.
That is,
But they had to go back because she had school. And
That
so
is-
they stayed.
yes.
And this is their first time in Las Vegas. If that's not a reality show, I don't know what is.
Piotr Gorski and grandma is Gunnel Hemmerstedt. They are from Lund, Sweden.
I mean, I don't know if you pronounced
write
it
all of
right,
that.
but you really nailed it.
Well,
It sounded
I had
convincing.
to write it all phonetically,
Yes.
so hopefully.
Wellage, they need it.
Man,
And
well,
he
it's been good.
He's got 17.
He just needs to develop his body. Some guys just don't develop it. It looks like Jimmy Chitwood. Shoots it like Jimmy Chitwood, too.
There's Okagorski right there. I feel like I've seen Wellage say more tonight than Jimmy Chitwood would say in a season.
Well, the rumor goes that the reason Jimmy Chitwood had so few lines was that English was not his native language. And actually, I played pickup ball against him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, in Orange County.
Okay, how'd it go?
He's good. He's not like Jimmy Chitwood. But
He's no Jimmy Chitwood.
Yeah.
he's no Jimmy Chitwood.
Fisher's got 4 fouls for the Spartans. James in traffic. Got 24, and folks, still hasn't missed a shot. 9 for 9. Do we have our Facebook
Yeah.
player of the game locked up?
Yeah, we give everyone the opportunity to vote on Facebook Player of the Game. I'd say he's running away with it so far.
You better, somebody better start doing something or he's gonna win.
JT says Grandma Gorski needs some pokes here.
I mean, they could probably get that done.
Yeah, I think they can make it happen.
I mean, somebody right here in the arena could get it done. There you go. I mean, they sell merchandise of these things for all the schools. There's
Just-
Grandma.
Somebody's great. She's grandma. She can wear whatever. She's got a nice. I mean, she's
Lovely.
just be happy she didn't go full Vegas and come in with a new piercing and tattoo, leather jacket.
Vegas, here I am.
You're staying at the Hard Rock. The tattoo to non-tattoo ratio is a good 3 to 1.
Yeah, no, I
At
throw
Hard
off
Rock.
the numbers over there.
I like the Hard Rock.
Yeah, I like it that you can walk to the arena.
Let's see if San Jose can dig in and get a stop.
Down by 18, still lots of time. 16 minutes to go. Okagorski, nope. You see James above the rim there going for the offensive putback. He's smiling, going like this, rubbing his hands. He thought he had a chance. Allen Edwards got to be pleased. These guys are playing well, up 18. In a game where, look, they're one and done. They don't win this game, they got no chance to go to the tournament. And they have been focused from the outset. And they've leaned heavily on Justin James. What do you got, Crystal?
Well, and what about, we saw his mom or family checked in earlier, watching from all over, so you know they've got to be really, really happy to get to see this performance. We hope you'll keep commenting. The family of Justin James. Now that is some gear right there. I like that Wyoming gear. I want to talk, though, about the tournament. We are now on game 3 of R3 today. We're getting a little bit of better sense of the matchups tomorrow.
Yes.
And, you know, Nevada, of course, is the heavy favorite to take it all home. But if Nevada doesn't do it, who do we think has the best shot? Which would, you know, therefore mean two bids to the NCAA tournament.
Well, Doug's affected me because if you look at how tough the top half is, it does make you look to the bottom half to have a different winner.
Very interesting. I want to know what everyone on Facebook thinks too. Take a look at this bracket and send us your suggestions too. Who you got?
Can I help you on the can I take the Caleb Martin side here? You know, he and Chandler Hutchinson averaged the same number of points this year.
How about rebounding?
Hutchinson obviously a better rebounder, but you know, one's a guard, one's playing the 4.
Yep.
You know, whereas Caleb Martin is, you know, just a scoring guard.
Who would you say is better defensively? Probably Martin.
Yeah. I mean, the point is that we're going off of the assumption because you saw the 40-point game that that's who Chandler Hutchinson was, and the reality was not necessarily who was.
You know, while you're mulling that, we have a top 10 matchup of lacrosse on Saturday. Number 3 Duke heads to Baltimore to take on number 7 Loyola of Maryland. You can catch this great matchup only on Facebook Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. You can tell those guys are going to be watching.
Yeah.
Focus.
Shout out to Jasmine. Justin's family is still here. That is from his sister, Jasmine.
Somebody had a funny text, or maybe she just, you know, dropped a great gif.
All right, Doug, let's get back to basketball. What do the Spartans need to do to get back in this?
Get a bucket, get a stop. Get a bucket, get a stop. And the first thing is, got to make an 8.
There it is. Part 1 of your plan.
That's been fine. The offense, in many ways, from Jaycee Hillsman has been good. Hillsman, we talked about a little bit earlier, struggled with his jump shot, lost the starting spot, earned his way back in. He's been outstanding.
18 points on 7 of 12 shooting.
I still would. That's where I'd help is Cody Kelly. I would leave him.
Akagorski open again, and this time he connects.
And again, like, Kelly gets the basketball. Why are you over helping on that drive? And Caleb Simmons was helped out like it was Justin James driving to the basket.
Oh! Above the rim, Lou Adams. Lou, you can hear him chanting, Lou. 3 no good. Herndon had the rebound, lost it, and it will be San Jose State basketball.
Beautiful pass from James. I can't tell you how impressive it is to have a guy who hasn't missed a shot. And it's not like he's trying to go for 50. If I had missed a shot and I'm 14-30 into the game and I got 20 points, I'm launching, aren't you?
Of course. I mean, it never happened to me, but it sounds exciting. I'd like to know what that feels like.
But so far, a very nice team game from the Pokes.
Hillsman, tough shot, man, in his face.
Not a great shot.
Earned in the rebound. Look at Hayden Armstrong says he has a Jimmy Chitwood poster in his room. The question is, Hayden, does it help your jump shot? Adams on the drive, no. Uh-oh, it's a turnover. Bowman into the front court with it. I didn't know they made posters of Jimmy Chitwood. Nifty move. Keith Fisher. First points of the game for Keith Fisher.
He got a chance to be a good player at this level. We mentioned he played at Westchester High School for Ed Azam. Have an undersized post. Going to be a really good player as that knee heals and he gets more minutes.
Herndon's three.
Boom.
Yes, and James, another assist, his third.
Well, this is a San Jose team that they just overhelp. And they're not terribly athletic on the basketball. But they're overhelping, and they're allowing Wyoming to step in open look threes. And Wyoming calmly knocking them down.
Barry. That's good half-court offense there from the Spartans. New Adams with it, gives it up. James doesn't want the three. Adams does.
Now that's the guy you help off. That's fine. He's not a shooter. Know who you're guarding, and if it's a really good shooter, you what's called close out full. You get all up over him. You don't help that much. He's a non-shooter. You close out. You don't close out at all, or close out short. You close out halfway if he's a decent shooter.
James, good defense, knocks it out of bounds.
But
Dalton and Redding check in for the Cowboys.
They're overhelping as if they're playing a team of great drivers, and this is a Wyoming team that shoots the three very, very well. Last time they took on San Jose State, they set 42 threes. You can see why.
Hillsman's three. Nope. Dalton the rebound. Dalton's third rebound. He has 5 assists to go along with his 7 points. Could be another assist right there, and it is. Akagorski's suddenly gotten hot. Hit a couple of threes here in the second half. And this one's getting out of hand.
Oh, they're excited. That's the family right there, as we said, from Sweden.
Fisher's jumper is good. Dalton thought about the long three. Still 10 on the shot clock. Spins away from trouble. Akagorski, another one. Yes. 3 3-point field goals for Akagorski. And look, yeah, Grandma's having a great time.
Grandma and Dad are excited and pumped.
And good hands there by Redding to knock it out the backside of the court. And a timeout on the floor. We keep things right here, but here's the third three of the half for Akagorski.
Alexander Akagorski, and Dad's happy, Grandma's happy. High five. We do high five in this country. We hug in our country.
67-43 our score, and let's do some social media, Kristen. What do we got?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just loving watching the family. There's nothing like family. We love seeing all of the families of players commenting. I think that's really great. As I said, Justin James' family is here. Remember, you can post on Instagram using that hashtag MWMadness. Show us how you're watching, who you're rooting for, what your setup looks like. We'd love to see it. Another thing that we love doing on Facebook is Ask Doug. We got a lot of questions already. Got people saying, oh, love Doug, so glad to have him here. So let everyone ask you some questions.
All right, fire away.
Yeah, well,
where are you living in Chicago? That's a big question.
The West Loop.
West Loop.
The West Loop. But it's not Ask Kristen.
Sorry.
It's Ask
I was
Doug,
into
right?
it. I'm into the whole stadium thing. It's been a great company. I've been awesome. It's had a blast this year working with you guys.
It's been nice to we got to do a lot of Mountain West together, and we've sat together.
Does the Chicago thing mean you're not going to come out west anymore?
Oh, I'm coming. If you guys are doing a game, I want to be on the game.
Giddy up.
Come on.
Okay.
Giddy
on.
up.
All right, what's the question?
I want to know. I'll start off the Ask Doug. We were talking about, other teams other than Nevada's potential to win the tournament. Of course, all the Pokes fans say it's Wyoming. So my first Ask Doug question of the half is, what do you think Wyoming's potential is in this tournament? Now that you've seen them.
Well, we saw them against. I like their team against New Mexico.
Them play right now.
Well, if
they got a shot?
Yeah, there's no question that they do, because they can really score. The issue with with who they play next? Is it
New Mexico?
New Mexico next, who's beaten them twice. And we did the game at New Mexico, in which they, frankly, they struggled to score, struggled to create the mismatches. Herndon didn't shoot well in that game, and I didn't feel like they had enough scoring. They really packed it in off of Cody Kelly. And then up in Laramie, it was 119, 114 defense optional. Those are the type of games I think they have a good chance. New Mexico, a little bit more athletic off the dribble than Wyoming is, but Wyoming can be very, very skilled. So yeah, I don't think there's any reason they can't. And who knows, if you get past New Mexico, who knows who's waiting for you in the semifinals?
Right.
I think we operate in the assumption that it's going to be Boise State, but Boise has Utah State, a team that we saw nearly beat Boise at Boise. We called that game, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
You've been doing this tournament for a long time. You know that anything can happen.
Yeah, we've had plenty of, yes. We've had Fresno win it. We had Wyoming win it.
That Wyoming win was special. There was something about that Larry Shyatt coach team that was easy to like.
And of course, Jeremy Shyatt announced on Instagram yesterday, he and his new bride expecting a cowboy in the fall.
That's awesome. Larry Shyatt still coaching and assistant with the Mavs.
Boom!
Hayden Dalton hits a three.
And that's where Hayden Dalton, you put a traditional center on Hayden Dalton. Ooh, that was a nasty screen.
Redding shaking up. Guys are going to go and check on him. Make sure
Keith Frazier,
okay.
what a great gesture. He set the screen. He just stood there and waited. And Keith Frazier's a big, strong kid. Watch, he's got his hands up. He's not moving. Whoa, that's on Hayden Dalton. Hayden Dalton has to call a screen.
Anthony wants to know, what Vegas site do you love to come back to? That's an Ask Doug question.
This one, when New Mexico and UNLV and Wyoming are good, this is, I think, the best. The past couple years, honestly, it's been the Pac-12 tournament. The Pac-12 tournament is now at T-Mobile, which is a little bigger than MGM. MGM is like 15,000 seats. So I think this year it'd probably be the Pac-12. But I love Thomas and Mack. I played here twice. I've done
I love this place.
30 games broadcasting here. Ari and I are hooked on the sushi place around the corner.
That's right.
And look, but no one's, we've seen it in the comments, but the court is awesome. The new court that they have,
Yeah.
I just think it's so cool.
Well, it's they did this, I don't know, 4 years ago or so. It's
the
just
tournament,
classic
yeah.
too. Yeah, it's really nice.
Not the same one they used during the regular season that chose the
This
skyline.
one's just the skyline was, this season, and then this is the.
This
Well,
is the tournament
Mountain West,
floor.
this is the Mountain West Pacific court.
Yeah, but we've been seeing that all on Facebook. Everyone's loving it.
Come on, Akagorski, number 4. Ah. I mean, I don't know, Grandma's
listen,
here.
if Grandma's here, you got to keep firing. And if somebody says that was a bad shot, like, well, my grandma told me to take it. Now, what are you going to do? You to argue with the Swedish grandma?
Fisher, no. Loose ball. Akagorski with it. And this is nice for Coach Edwards, because if they're going to win 4 games in 4 days, his starters aren't having to play deep minutes today. As Dalton launches a 3.
And this has not exactly been a physical game.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And remember, there's a little bit of altitude in Vegas, 2,500 feet. But you come out of Laramie playing at 7,000 feet the whole year, you should be able to play all day.
72-20, this is nothing. Oh, Cody Kelly, nice hustle.
Cody Kelly's one of those kids going to be the governor of Wyoming at some point. They're like, he doesn't shoot it all that much, undersized. 20 years from now, he'll be governor of Wyoming. Hey,
and beloved.
Remember Cody Kelly? He played at Wyoming. Yeah, I remember the kid. He's governor now.
No, he played. Inside, Chastain, no. Fight for it. It's 2 guys on the same team had it for a minute. Jump ball, possession to the Spartans.
And Austin Carta Samuel says, give Dalton some rest for tomorrow.
I'm with you, Austin.
Dalton, you do want everybody to hit one more shot, and he's playing them with the bench players.
Wellage been quiet for a minute. Hillsman's 3. Wow, he's had some game. 22 points for Jaycee Hillsman. And that is a new career high for Jaycee. Previous career high, 21 points, coming just back on February the 3rd of this year against New Mexico. Team they're going to be playing tomorrow. Dalton misses the 3.
I think Allen Edwards just hit one more shot, and I'm going to take you out. Hit one more shot. He got in 2 wide open looks. I think the big challenge for Jean Prelou, and look, San Jose State, people forget Rick Barry Sr., not the Rick Barry, a different Rick Barry, and Coach Ricky Barry, who was a first-round draft pick of the Sacramento Kings. This is go back to the 80s. And actually, sad story, I think San Jose State people know it, Ricky Barry Jr. committed suicide. That was the last time San Jose State was really good basketball. And they didn't have a level of investment in the program. They were stuck in the PCAA and then the Big West. Now you're in the Mountain West. I think Jean Prelou, he's starting to recruit the caliber of athlete. And I actually think Dave Wojcik did a good job in terms of increasing the caliber of athlete at SJSU. But they got to be better defensively. I mean, it's just too easy to score on.
Kristen, what's next?
Yeah, well, I want to show a really cool Instagram picture here. This is from our truck.
Oh, yeah.
We got Marty, our producer director, who's taken by Andy, who's also on the producing directing team. We got Chris over there in the corner. You know, we've all kind of become a little bit of a family doing these Mountain West games.
Oh,
and we just
yeah.
appreciate all they do in the truck. They make us look good every single game. And
I single out all of you, fantastic, but I've known Marty now for 9 years.
Marty's
and
the man.
Marty, when you joined this Facebook package, it changed everything. It's been awesome.
Okay,
Thank you, Marty.
Question, Marty. What are all those blank TV screens? Shouldn't they have? And there's a lot of the same screen on there. It kind of looks like this was a set made for TV picture.
yeah, Marty's not even doing it. That's not even Marty. No, he's like, get up. He's like, stop talking about me. We love you, Marty. I also want to know from Pokes fans, you know, James and Dalton have been quite the dynamic duo, and I feel like every dynamic duo needs a little nickname, right?
Okay.
They need a nickname going through the rest of this tournament,
Okay.
I think. Do they have one? Pokes fans, let me know. And if not, can we come up with one for them? You think they got to have something working, huh?
Well, all right, just for a little karma's sake.
Okay.
Wyoming's last Mountain West Conference tournament win was in 2015. The last time they won the Mountain West Conference tournament. They've been knocked out in the first round the past couple of years. So.
Nickname for Dalton and James?
They deserve a
Dalton
nickname.
James.
D&J.
DJ.
No, D&J Ranch, because it's got to be like kind of like D&J Ranch.
Oh, like welcome
I
to the
see.
D&J Saloon.
Look at the D&J Saloon.
It's the ranch.
You can't come and get one drink, you got to get 3. I don't know.
Cody says Batman and Robin, but there's no Robin.
I don't know. So that's a tough call.
Yeah, tough.
Dalton James is actually kind of a cool name.
yeah.
Right?
That's a cool name. Sounds like a
Dalton
lawyer
James.
somewhere. Yeah.
Dalton James.
Attorney at law.
Dalton James LLC.
Dalton James Gang, says Vincent.
Dalton James Gang, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look out, Jesse. There's a new James in town. The Dalton James Gang.
Now loose ball tracked down by Mo Mecca. Fresh shot clock for the Pokes. Kagorski's been hot. Maldonado. Mueller's 3, no.
Mueller. Now you're in Chicago now.
Yeah.
Please tell me you get that reference.
I know Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Okay, you're a little young. I mean, that was.
It's shot in the suburbs, right?
You need to watch John Hughes movies.
Yes.
I've seen
You'll be
them all.
fine.
I didn't see them when they came out.
Wait, all of them?
You've seen all of them, 16 candles, all
yeah.
9
Oh,
yards.
yeah, but just
Pretty in
not. I
Pink?
didn't see them,
Pretty
of
in
course.
Pink.
Weird Science.
I don't know about that. They're always on, like, you know, ABC Family.
You need to watch Weird Science.
Okay.
Beethoven, Uncle Buck.
Some Kind of Wonderful.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, good. But if you want a sappy one for you and your man, do Some Kind of Wonderful.
Okay.
You feel real
I'm
fuzzy
taking
after.
some notes.
Great Outdoors. Great Outdoors.
Collision. Foul on the Spartans. 6:12 to go.
A lot of Outlaws talk for the nicknames.
Yeah, I like that.
Outlaws.
Fisher has fouled out.
But Keith Fisher, that kid, I love him. Everybody in LA really likes this kid and is rooting for him. And even the spirit by which he fouled out of the game, he comes over and sprints over. And it was just accidental contact. There's some really good building pieces for Jean Prelo. And I completely understand if you watch this conference for a long time, you're like, yeah, I got it. San Jose State stinks. They got some pieces here.
And give the guy a chance to recruit for a couple of years, see what happens.
Now remember, at San Jose State also, you're not really good. You're going to be recruiting bounce backs. You're going to be recruiting transfers. And I think his time in the Pac-12 will really help him. Now the issue is that everyone else is recruiting transfers as well. New Mexico's got 2 really good ones sitting out, for example.
How about Boise State's got 2 senior graduate transfers in their starting lineup?
Yeah, well, spring is a big time now for grad transfers. But you got to be smart. You have to have, you really better know what you're getting.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to get somebody else's problem. This kid has been very good, too.
Well, he's got another year.
Great student athlete. You know, he took a trip with Athletes in Action, and if you look online, there's actually the open letter that he wrote, because you have to solicit donations in order to get those donations. And he's just a tremendous representative of a kid coming from Indiana, wanting to get an education. You're right there in the heart of Silicon Valley, using basketball to open doors for him.
And he can play. He had a game against Wyoming this year. He went for 37. And Reading is bumped by Barry. Neither team in the bonus. And you know what else we could talk about, Kristen? It's a wrap for us, the 3 of us. We've had a nice run. We could have some final thoughts or a gift from Facebook. What do you like? What do you not like? So we can learn and grow for next season.
Yeah. We hope that all of you have enjoyed watching with us and being a part of this conversation. So let us know. Let us know how you find the broadcast.
And we got thick skins.
Unless it's negative. We only want to see positive stuff, of course.
Akagorski, not this time. Akagorski is not taking a shot from inside the arc. It's 3 for 9, all from downtown. Hillsman lost the handle, and it'll be Wyoming basketball. Caleb Simmons will check back in for the Spartans. It has been a long game for the Spartans. Well, Wyoming hasn't scored in over 5 minutes. They've missed their last 7 shots. And granted, their entire starting 5 is over planted on the bench, resting for tomorrow's game against New Mexico. Maldonado, now it's Reading. Reading in traffic, and he's fouled. See, they're going to call it a shooting foul. What I learned early on that I found to be profound about the Facebook experience is the interaction with all the players' families from wherever they've been.
Yeah.
I remember early on I had a game at San Jose against St. Mary's, and St. Mary's had 5 Australian players, and 3 of the 5 parents wrote in during the game.
Yeah,
they said, we've never seen a game live.
And then, you know, for
Really?
me,
They had never been, you know.
I thought the WCC has a really good, anyway. Alexander Akagorski, by the way, making Grandma proud, that she's glad that she stayed.
Oh, yeah.
I love getting to talk to the fans during the game. Growing up, we didn't get to go to a lot of live games, so any way we can bring people in, you know, it's great.
How about alfalfa and buckwheat for James and Dalton?
Little Rascals?
Alfalfa and buckwheat. That is a little bit of dated reference.
Well, I didn't come up with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hillsman, another 2. First time this season, the Spartans have 2 players with 20-plus points. Hillsman and Wellage both with 22. Redding's jumper, no. Wellage the rebound. Long pass, Momeka. And the Cowboy fans like that. Little exclamation point late. Gets the lead back to 20. Perry won't be able to save that one. And our final media timeout.
And this is an issue for San Jose State, is no true point guard, no true point guard feel, a little bit of a lack of fight. And the hard thing is you don't want to make it a miserable experience when you've had a tough year and you had a coaching change in August. On the other hand, you don't want to make it okay to lose and to get blown out. And this is a San Jose State team that for the most part has shown great fight. Not a lot of fight right here.
And, you know, usually around this time at the last break, we ask for your suggestions for
we don't want any suggestions
for Facebook
anymore.
player
No
of
more.
the game. But look, it was decided. Ari called it, I think, the first minute of the second half. We all know who it is.
Oh, yeah. Justin James.
He's the leader of the Justin James gang.
Yeah.
All right, and again,
The
24
Outlaws.
points, 9 of 9 from the field, 3 of 3 from the three-point line, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds and 3 assists.
But
Not a bad day.
the most impressive part, honestly, was end of the first half, had an open look, but not great rhythm, made the extra pass. Start of the second half, had an open look, made the extra pass.
That's what Coach said to me at the half. He said he's not being selfish about it.
Not at all.
Not at all. He could have gone for 30-some easy.
Easy. I mean, they're not good defensively at all. They weren't pressuring him into his left hand where he's a little bit weaker and making him take, you know, contested long-range shots. And he's feeling good. But like, part of me says, like, hey, dude, you should go for 35. But I just appreciate the fact that he's making everybody feel good.
Yep.
He already feels good about
Well,
himself.
because they know this is not the final game, right? They got more going
I
on.
know, but how many times are you going to get a chance to go for 30 or 40?
Yeah.
He was humming early.
Frank Feldman says, Wyoming, enjoy this game. Lobos are waiting for it.
Lobos are a great story coming in. We've talked about what that coaching staff has done, what the players have done, the buy-in. And look, they're all in on playing 94 feet. They're going to force you to score and force you to play their tempo. Wyoming, New Mexico Part 3, that's going to be just a great watch.
It could be the nightcap tomorrow night, starting at around 8:30 Pacific time.
My guy Steve Lapis on the call. And Andrew Catalan.
Oh, these teams are still battling. Jump ball, they'll keep it on this end. .229 left in this one, 20-point game. Hasn't been in doubt for a long time.
Mike Velasquez checking in on his pokes from Anchorage, Alaska.
How you doing, Mike? Stay warm. Now off the foot of Nichols.
Under Maldonado.
And that pass goes between the hands. All right, we've lost Kristen for the moment. She's going to get ready for a post-game interview. So I don't feel like I've nailed down, if it's not Nevada, who is going to win the Mountain West title.
I said Boise State.
And you're just sticking with that's your confident, that's just it.
No, but I think San Diego State's got a great shot. I'm worried that San Diego State, everybody's focusing on them getting another shot at Nevada, who they just beat. Hey, they got to get past Fresno State before they get there.
An excellent point.
You know what that's like? That's like this happens all the time when you're down 3 and you got to miss the second free throw. Guys often miss the first free throw.
That's right. Start looking ahead. Well, for Coach Prelo, he is going to have a full offseason, get his guys, and I'm sure we're expecting better things for the Spartans come next season. Simmons being hounded. Cowboys still playing good defense. Wellage the three, not this time. Foul on Maldonado. Both teams now with 16 fouls. Minute to go. What has been a full day of Mountain West men's basketball here at the Thomas & Mack. If you're in town, there are 2 women's games coming up later tonight right here in this facility. Barry back to the basket.
A nice post move.
And nice patience on the move.
Well, for San Jose State, another lost season, but with a young, ambitious coach in his 40s, he's been around and seen tremendous building jobs. You got to hope that some of this young talent, add in a couple pieces, probably take some transfers, you got a chance. For Wyoming, got to feel really good about the team's effort today.
Hey, they were sharp.
Passed it well, shot it well, defended okay, and they're going fully healthy, a 3rd shot at the Lobos.
Right now they've matched their largest margin of victory in a Mountain West tournament game. 15-point win over San Diego State all the way back in 2001. I believe that was the year before Steve Fisher got there. Nichols, tough shot, no. Goes and gets it and puts it back. So Wyoming is a winner. They move on to the quarterfinals, and all the quarterfinal matchups are set. First Mountain West tournament win for the Cowboys since 2015.